What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. So I'm on Oneida this morning. I came out here bright and squirrely. I couldn't sleep because I'm excited to go up to St. Lawrence River today. So I was up anyway, so I got out here. I probably got out here about, I think I left the dock about 5:45. Got out here, I went right to the first spot I wanted to be at, and there were fish there, so I started looking around, and I caught two there. Caught a short walleye and a keeper right off the bat, and then it died for me. Air temp when I left the house this morning was beautiful. It was calm. It really was nice. It was, let's see, 65, 66 air temp. The lake temp actually went up a little bit after that real hot day we had yesterday. It's 73 right now. That's up from 71.6 yesterday, but it'll fluctuate like that. Yeah, air temp, water temp, wind. We got a little bit of a southeast wind. It's probably blowing, 4 to 5 miles an hour, pushing you along, real nice. I fished 3 spots this morning, and I fished. I told myself I was going to fish today more than I graphed. I did graph a little bit, but I only graphed until I found a pretty good number of fish, and 2 different times I was on what I thought were good numbers of fish. You guys are going to laugh. I only had one bait with me, and I had a silver I1 blade tied on from yesterday because I took all my stuff out of the boat last night that I'm putting in my other bag to go to the St. Lawrence this afternoon with Don and John. And I get out here this morning and I go to put something dark colored on. It's a little overcast and or gold or whatever, and I still got the silver on. And I'm like, you know what? I'm throwing it anyways. So I've had 4 walleyes on it today, a couple perch. The perch were little itty bitty, but I had 4 walleyes, 2 keepers, 2 shorts, and I saw a lot more fish than I caught. So note to self, but I saw a lot more fish than I caught. And yesterday, for those of you that watched the morning report all day yesterday to the end, I did a giveaway for 1,600 subscribers. I did a giveaway right at the very end to see who stayed and watched all the way. And I told everybody in the comments to make a comment that I was going to give away a guy and a girl t-shirt, and you had to put the name of the girl that was going to get the t-shirt. And the winner of that, James Trainer. James, give me a holler today. You can get me on DM either on Instagram or Facebook. Congratulations, and I hope that both of you love this. So get a hold of me on DM, either Instagram or Facebook, and let me know sizes for both and colors and address, and I'll get them shipped out tomorrow morning. So yeah, everything today was on one I1 blade bait, and everything was a little hit or miss for what I saw. I saw plenty of fish. Plenty of fish. But I only threw just one presentation. I shouldn't say that. I did snap jig a bucktail jig for a little while. Not, plain, not dressed at all. I did do that for a full drift, thinking it's really the only other presentation I had, and I would have maybe thrown a jig and wrap at them today to see if they were off, seeing this many of them. If they were off and negative, maybe I'd have really aggressively snap jigged a jig and wrap to see if you could get some reaction bites. Maybe I could have. All my bites on my blade were fairly finesse, and I was going fairly slow with it, as opposed to, so I changed it up some, but I was getting bit some, so I was a little in between. So, but that's my morning. Stay tuned via all pictures will be up on either Instagram or Facebook. So this afternoon, I'm going to meet those guys about 1 o'clock, and we're going to head up, launch the boat. We're taking John's boat, and I think we're going to spend the whole time. We had talked about maybe bass fishing a little bit, but I think we're going to go get right on those walleyes and see what can happen. Don's neighbor, a good friend of all of ours, Terry Wicks, had an absolute out of his mind day yesterday up on the St. Lawrence. He had a 53-inch muskie and 4 walleyes over 26 inches. The biggest was from 26 to 30. He had another 30-inch, and I think that's the second 30 of this weekend for him. So he is just on fire, just on fire. Couldn't be happier. Great guy, and I know how happy he was and how much he appreciates those big fish. So kudos, brother. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And to everybody that participated in our little secret giveaway yesterday, rewarding the people that stay and watch the video all the way through. Thanks to all you guys. Courtney and I absolutely loved everybody's, neat little story of how they worked their girl's name into their story and their comment, and I love it. I love you guys, man. I absolutely love it. I love what we've created here. I couldn't be happier that we're all doing it together, and I couldn't be happier that you guys want to hang out and watch me go do some other stuff, because we are so blessed here in Oneida Lake, in Central New York and all in New York. We are so blessed with some of the best fishing in the country. Some of the absolute best fishing in the country, period, end of story. For multiple different species. Multiple species, we have world-class fishing from where I sit right now on Oneida Lake, within an hour radius. You can go world-class for, I can think of 4 different species. Walleyes and smallmouth, salmon and trout. Boom, there's 4 right there off the bat. Not to mention muskie, if you were so inclined. Northerns, there's 6. We have some slob northerns up on Lake Ontario and those bays, and all through the St. Lawrence River. So we're blessed to be New Yorkers, and we're blessed to be Americans that can travel in and around between our own states and go fish and be free to move about. And I only bring that up today. I think I wasn't necessarily going to say anything, but today's 9/11, and I know I'll only speak for myself. I remember exactly where I was that day and that morning, and I was still working for Strike Zone Charters at that time. I was mating with Captain Todd Shelter every day, and for whatever reason, we had that morning off. Blown off, cancel, something. But I was home, and I had slept in. First time I'd not been up at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning in months at that point, or weeks certainly. And I finally did wake up. I heard the phone ringing, and this is... I went out in the living room and I answered the phone, because we didn't have cell phones, And I was told to turn on the TV, and when I did, it took a long time to really sink in what we were seeing. Because I remember when I first turned it on, they were saying, "Oh, some little private plane had crashed in New York City." And nobody knew the details beyond that. Some little private plane. Well, it was a little more than some little private plane. And, the fight was brought to our shores that day. I don't know right, wrong, or indifferent how we handled it or what we did, but I know one thing. I remember how every American felt. I remember how every American responded and how they wanted us to respond. I lost clients in that. Most of in those days I was guiding full-time year-round, and I had a lot of clients from Metro, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania areas that worked in and around those towers and in those towers. And the loss of humanity that day rings true, I think, and it will forever, as just a hideous, cowardly act of violence against innocent people that didn't deserve that. So We started on a happy note. We ended on a little solemn note. You know, we're here. We're here for more. We're here for more than what we know. And being horrible and cruel to each other, whether personally or one nation to another, is not okay, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary. We can do this differently. We can do life differently. We can be good. We can choose to be good to ourselves and to each other, and treat each other in a way that we all know. Everybody watching this video knows, and I don't care what you want to call it, right from wrong, good from bad. Everybody here knows when you treat somebody good, you know it's good. When you treat somebody bad, you know it's bad. Let's collectively, and I see it in the comments in the group that we have here, and I love it. You know, I see people forming those relationships in the group. I see them talking to each other and sharing information, or I'll start a conversation and then it goes from there. And I love that, because everybody is here in the spirit of I'm giving as much of my years and years of knowledge, both personally and professionally, in this particular avenue of fishing that I can. I get told every single day by somebody making a comment or DMing me, you know, thanks, Matt, I've learned a lot from you. There is no greater compliment you can give to me, that I learned something from you. I took something that you said or did or showed me, and I put it to use, and it worked, and now I'm that much farther ahead, and I want people to enjoy their time out here while knowing that there's more to it than just how do I catch a fish. I always think about how am I going to catch my next fish, but then I also have those bigger ideas of how I want to treat all of humanity, and how I would like to see us all work collectively together, whether it starts here on the fisherman scale, you know, and we're anglers helping anglers to catch more fish, but to enjoy themselves more and to feel more confident, and not to be frustrated, and to realize that the outdoors and fishing and all of the things we do has real intrinsic value that is based in reality, and those are real things, you know? Those are real lessons that we learn that we can apply to our life every single moment, whether we're on the water fishing or not. We're free in this country to do these things, to talk about this stuff, to watch these videos, to make these videos. And on this day, that was 2001, today's 22, so 21 years ago on this day, about this time, God, we were all glued to the TV going, what is going on? Are we under attack? Are people coming to our shores? What's happening? How many people are dead? Innocent civilians. 21 years ago today, about this very time, the whole world watched to see what was going on. Hopefully we never have to repeat that in any way, shape, or form again. Hopefully we learn our lessons. Hopefully we treat each other again. It can start one-on-one and move out to a collective as a nation, from nation to nation. Doesn't do us any good to annihilate each other. And who's left? All right. Stay tuned on Instagram and Facebook later today for updates from the St. Lawrence River. Thank you, thank you, thank you. James Trainer, get a hold of me. Congratulations. And have a great Sunday fun day. Keep your tip up.